Hey guys, Matt3756 here, and today I'm going to show you how to install a free play push button on your skill crane or any other type of coin operated arcade game. I just got a regular push button switch. It's a momentary one. That's the best one to get for like giving yourself free credits to play your game. Here's the packaging. I'll show that real quick. This is the that's what it came in. So now I'm going to show you the steps to install this in your claw machine or any arcade game machine that you have. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is solder the wires to the push button itself. Technically, you don't really have to solder. I mean, you could just strip these wires and kind of just twist them onto there, and it'll still work if you don't have solder, but I'm going to solder it just to make it a little more professional and secure. So I just got, this is just like random wire. I mean, you could really use any gauge. I like the little ones that are a little bit thicker. I think this is about a 20 or 22. Really, this is just from a spare cable I had, and it just kind of stripped the cable, and you can use it as wiring. It works great. So just strip that, get a nice end there. See, and then what I'm going to do is kind of twist it up to make it a little bit more secure, so the individual little wires are not, like, you know, bending all over the place and junk. So we're going to do both ends actually, because we're going to need the other end to go to the arcade machine, the coin mech. So there's one. Oh God, suck, man, come on. Frick. Making me look like an idiot. Jesus. That was bad. Oh my God, dude, really? Hate when that happens. There we go. Give it a little stripperoo, shebang. Alright, so now that we got our wires ready, we're gonna solder it to one wire to each little whatever these are, I don't know. Forgive me about my electronic vocabulary. These little metal things, contact point, whatever. You get the dealio. Alright, so what I'm going to do is kind of just feed it through here to make it secure. And then we're just going to kind of loop it. Just kind of create like a little, just like a temporary. Now this is what you could do if you were just doing it temporary, and it would probably work just fine without soldering it. But I want to solder it because I actually just got this soldering iron and I'm kind of excited. Even though it's El Cheapo. Don't judge my soldering job. Alright, there's one end soldered to the push button. Now let's do the other end. Alright, these wires are now soldered to the push button. So now I'm going to show you guys how to hook it up to your arcade machine. It's pretty simple. Alright, so what we're looking at here is the coin mech. Now we're going to open it up and I'm going to show you guys that's what it looks like on the inside. And here's where we're going to be soldering our wires to. Here's the little thing that triggers the dip switch. It's really hard to see in this coin mech, but it's a metal, it's like a little, when a quarter passes through it, it goes down. See, hear that click? It's just like a little wire there. Okay, so here's the dip switch that we're going to be hooking our push button up to. This is what, when a quarter falls through, this is how it triggers the credit by the little thing I just flipped there. And so basically, these wires will stay on here. But we're just going to be kind of just adding on to this. You don't have to really modify anything else on here. And it's always, for the arcade machines, it's the one on the bottom is kind of your ground, if I'm not mistaken. And then it's always, it's not the one above it, but it's the one above it. I mean, yeah, you get the deal. Just wire it to where you see the wires already wired to. So your bottom one's going to be your ground, and then as you can see, the other wire on this one is wired on the top one. So we're just going to be pretty much copying that. Okay, so we're just going to be taking one of our wires from our push button. It doesn't matter which one. And then we'll put it on the bottom here for the ground. gonna try to feed it through here best as possible, and then we'll solder it on. Now for the other wire, we're gonna put it through the top here. Bend it up temporarily. Not to, like I said, you could leave it like this without soldering, but I'm just gonna solder it for the heck of it. Alright, bottom soldered, top soldered. Let's test it out. Now technically what you could do if you want to make this like really fancy is like drill a hole through here and then kind of just feed the wire and the push button down through there to make it, you know, accessible from the bottom or wherever. You can mount it really everywhere, anywhere you want. The reason I'm kind of just going to leave it like this for now is because I'm actually going to be getting a joystick conversion thing where the buttons aren't going to be here and this might have to be. I'm not sure exactly how much room I'm going to have once the joystick's in here. So for right now, I'm kind of just going to leave it hanging and kind of just maybe just tuck it up under the side here. But yeah, you get the idea. I mean, you could really put it wherever you want. All right, let's plug the machine in and our lovely Duquesne light surge protector. Piece of crap. Controlled by master. Oh boy! Doesn't even work half the time. Piece of garbage. All right, so the claw machine is powered on. Lights up, meaning it's ready to take a credit. In this case, I have it on 1/4 per play. So we should only have to push this button once, and that should start the game. So here we go. Let's give it a test. As you can see, it clicked when I pushed it in. Light went out, meaning you're ready to play. In this case, you know, the buttons, that's how it works. So here we go. Let's test it out. Let's go for the fish. Sick! Oh man. Alright, so as you can see, it works. Gives you a credit, and boom. Saves you from having to flick the dip switch every time on the coin mech. It's just much easier. Sick. And especially on this coin mech, it's really hard to get my finger in there to flick it down. And if you don't want to put quarters in, that's a good way. What I'm probably going to do is probably end up hiding this, because I like the aspect of, you know, putting quarters in sometimes. So I don't really like to have the free play button like out visible, you know. But that's just my preference. And you can change it up too. It's very simple. You know, if you don't want this on here, you just desolder it or unwire it and take it off. If you want to put it back, you just put it back. And that's how to do it, guys. It's very simple. Like I said, it's just these 2 wires here to the 2 wires on the dip switch on the coin mech, which is right here. And it's shebang. It's just like you're putting a quarter in, except you're just using the switch to do it. And that's it. Simple as that, and it can work on any coin operated. It doesn't have to be a skill crane. This can work on any coin operated game, video game, whatever. You can have the button inside the machine, so if it is on location, you know, regular players can't access it unless you have the key. And it's great if you want to test your game. You don't have to worry about putting quarters in or whatever. You just, you know, and you can mount this wherever, like I said. You know, depending, you can make this wire longer, shorter, whatever, you know. So if I were to drill a hole in here, that would be plenty of wire, you know, to just feed it through there and kind of have it hidden. Or like I said, you could just mount it to the side here like that and kind of just tuck the wires in, and when you open the machine up to service it, if you want to test it out, just click it and you can test it until you're blue in the face. Oh man, I can't win crap. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I showed you guys how to install a free play button on any coin operated arcade game. If you guys like this video, check out my other ones. I do claw machine and arcade game videos every single week, gameplay, giveaways, all kind of crap. Press that like button on the video, and thanks for watching.